It's really it's really incredible what it can do. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Marshall. I'm an hourly financial planner based in Carlsbad, California. And I know that everyone has heard of ChatGPT. In this video, I want to test what ChatGPT can do in terms of answering a complicated financial planning question that actual clients have. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just recording this straight away, so we'll see what happens. I have used ChatGPT in the past and been really impressed with what it can do and how quickly it can do it. I've signed up for the Plus version of ChatGPT, and I'm using the O3 model. So I'm going to enter the client's details anonymously. You don't need names or social security numbers or anything like that. But then I'm going to ask ChatGPT if it needs anything in addition to answer the questions. So let's check it out. After a lot of typing, here's what I entered into ChatGPT. Please help determine what the best withdrawal strategy would be for a retired couple with the following characteristics. They are a married couple in California. He is 62, she is 55. They are both retired. He receives a pension of $135,000 per year. She receives a pension of $150,000 per year. Survivor benefits are he will receive 75% of her pension. She will receive 50% of his. Neither will receive Social Security. Bank accounts total $26,000. Investments total $870,000. The taxable portion of their investments is $283K with a cost basis of $235K. Their tax-deferred accounts total $587,000. They have no Roth accounts. Overall, their investment allocation is 50% stocks and 50% fixed income. They have rental income of $28,000, of which $4,600 is taxed after expenses. So what I've entered is the details that, as a financial planner, I know would be important for calculating where they should take money from. So we've entered the background, and now we're asking the question, and the question is, if they need to spend more than their pension incomes provide, how should they best pull from their investment accounts to be as tax efficient as possible? Would the recommended account change depending on their life stage, such as after RMDs begin? After asking the important analysis that I want done, then I'm asking it, is there other information, other background details that it needs in order to do the best job possible? So I've written, before doing your analysis, let me know if there is other information you need to know. It may not be as fast as the free version because I'm using the O3 model, but it still will be amazingly fast, I'm sure. So let's hit this arrow button and see what happens. Again, I haven't done this yet, so we'll see. Okay, it's doing some thinking. First thing it's come back with is other additional information it needs, and it's very detailed. It's so detailed, it's crazy. So on taxable account, it's asking for unrealized gains by lot. That is so detailed. Do they want to do Roth conversions? Do they have legacy goals? That's an important part. The health status, specific California tax credits or deductions that they might qualify for. This is crazy detailed. All right, so let's try and answer some of these questions. I just told the ChatGPT a little more detail to answer some of those questions. I didn't answer all of the details it was looking for because that was just over the top. We could go into that, but that's just not something I want to do in this video. But it does give you a really good idea for how detailed this ChatGPT can be and what you could figure out on your own, how you could use ChatGPT to really dig into the details and determine how best to answer your questions, whatever those might be. So let's see what happens next for this next entry. Since this is the O3 model, it's taking much longer than the free version would, but we saw how detailed it is, and so it's going into some deep calculations, which is so incredible. Okay, so it thought for 1 minute and 35 seconds, and then it's telling us the key facts that it came back with, and then it's providing a summary of the information we entered, like total of their pensions and that they have a cost of living adjustment. It's done a quick calculation of their federal taxable income. I think to get really detailed in here, you would enter more and more tax information. That would really help the calculations. But there's a bit of a privacy issue, maybe, how much information do you want to enter? So here's what it's come back. These are the results. Withdrawal hierarchy before RMDs. Step 1, taxable accounts. Sell the highest basis lots first. What that means is you're selling the investments, either stocks or funds, that have the smallest gains. Those are your first things that you would sell. Second, collect portfolio income. You're already paying taxes on this. This is like dividends, interest. You could take that out of the investment accounts once you're retired rather than reinvesting it. And then IRA withdrawals only if taxable assets are exhausted. Now let's continue on its recommendations here. Optional yearly tune-up. Even without a Roth conversion appetite, review the 135,000 headroom below the 32% bracket. If the taxable account is dwindling, future single filing survivor taxes worry you, voluntary IRA withdrawals up to the 32 ceiling can level lifetime taxes. So this is another issue that, as a financial planner I thought of, but ChatGPT is actually bringing it up. So that's pretty cool. Even though there are a couple now, at some point, one of them is going to die first. And so they have those survivor benefits on their pensions. And that means that the surviving spouse is going to be receiving not only their own pension, but either a half or 3/4 of the other pension. And they're going to have all the remaining investment assets, which are mostly tax deferred accounts. So that means the surviving spouse is going to be paying much more in taxes than the couple currently pays. So what they could do currently is to take some money out of their tax deferred accounts just to alleviate the size of those accounts so that they are smaller later on in life. So the surviving spouse doesn't have such a huge tax bill. So the next section ChatGPT is recommending is some tweaks on asset location to keep the taxes low. This is great information that you wouldn't know if you weren't, reading a lot of personal financial information. But this is actually would save them money on their taxes if they changed where their investments are located. You want your bonds in your tax deferred accounts, and you want your stocks in your taxable accounts. So that's just what ChatGPT is telling us here. That's a bit above and beyond what I asked it to do, but it's just incredible what this ChatGPT can come back with. So I mean that's next level stuff. Changing where your investments are located for not asset allocation but asset location can save you money on taxes, and that's what I asked ChatGPT to determine. Right, so it should be in here, I guess, but I didn't think of it at the time when I was writing that, and I didn't think it would come back with that kind of detail. So again, so impressive. Next stage of life that it's come back with is after RMDs begin. If additional cash is needed once they have started RMDs, spend the RMD first, then tap taxable assets if they still have any, and then back to the tax deferred accounts if the taxable assets have all been used up. Here's another great idea that ChatGPT came back with: qualified charitable distributions. And it's also isolated the fact that it's going to be more useful for the surviving spouse to use this. So again, great idea, ChatGPT. Thanks for that. Here's a really cool thing that ChatGPT came back with. It's a little chart comparing the results if they pulled $20,000 from the two different account types. Then even more information it's come back with. It's come back with an action checklist. How cool is that? That's amazing. Hopefully you've seen that using ChatGPT for financial questions is actually amazingly good. And so try it out. I'm using, like I said, the paid version. I think it's better than the free version, especially for accuracy. And again, you saw how amazed I am at the detail that it came back with. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time, right? So again, great idea, ChatGPT. Thanks for that.